Hello, this is Binam from Banks and Markets. So if you go to my finance page inside my blog, then you will see that underneath there is investment, and here I'm going to talk to you about the bonds. So you'll find slides, Excel files, including the YouTube videos in my blog banksandmarkets.wordpress.com. So you will be able to see that I am talking about price of the bond in the bonds basic. So first thing, very simple, very basic, finding out the price of the bond. And to do this, I'm going to show you different ways. The first method is the very simple, and that will also help you to understand the other method. So basically you need to understand what we've got in this question. So this is the period of the bond. So using these two different dates, you can find out the number of years, for which you need to do equal year frac start date and end date. So that gives you 30. That's 30 years. So therefore I have 30 different periods here, and then you would like to find out the discount factor because the yield is given is 10%. So assuming it is £1, which is here, divided by 1 plus the rate, which is 10%, power the time. And do not forget what you need to log. What you need to log is the £1 and the yield rate. Okay, so now you've got all the discount rate here, which is 0.91, 0.8, and then 0.7, and so on. Okay, so then the coupon basically is 12%, assuming face value of 100. You know it is going to be 100 times 12%. Okay, and that's it. And therefore you can find out the present value of the cash flow simply by multiplying. So you get this. But do not forget the fact that in the end your £100 will also be returned, because that's redemption value. Okay, so therefore it is this, which is the coupon plus the 100. So if you add these all together, what you get is basically the present values of all future cash flows related to the bonds. Therefore it is the price of the bond as of now. Okay, which is 118.853. Now you know the concept. So if this yield was to be equal to the coupon rate, you know, this 12, this also 12, then here it should be 100. Yes, so if you just change it, you'll see that equals 100. So that is correct. Okay, now next, this was slightly lengthy process. In fact, for the level coupons, you can apply the annuity method, and then in the lecture slide you can see the explanation where I have explained the logic how the case of level coupon bond is similar to the investment, which is investment C. So if you needed to find out the investment A related the price, then what would you do is basically you will see that because this investment A goes all the way to infinite, starting from period 1, what you will just do is this cash flow would be divided by the discount rate. Okay, so basically we are just capitalizing the discount rate. But here in case of investment B, what is it? It is exactly similar to investment A, but the investment B only starts after certain time. So that's basically known as delayed perpetuity, for which you have the same formula, which is 1 over R, but then for that first 3-year period where there is nothing, you need to discount, so that the 1 over R, which is for this period, is calculated for the beginning period. So 1 over R times 1 over 1 plus R, here in this case T is 3. Okay, so our interest is something like investment C, where the cash flows or the coupon is paid periodically at some equally spaced interval. Okay, so in that case, how can we find out the formula for C? Basically, formula for investment A minus the formula for investment B gives you the formula for investment C, which is this one now. Okay, and in some textbook you may find a formula like this or this or this. So let's just take this one and apply it here, which is, as you can see, I'm going to use that. So 1 over r. What is r here? R is basically given to you, which is your yield, 10%. Okay, 1 over r is done. Now I need to take it away with 1 over, then you've got r again, which is, you can put everything in inside parenthesis, r. You need to, do not forget to put equal sign here, equal 1 over r, which is this 10%, and then times 1 plus r, which is again this, power t, which is now going to be your 30. Okay, so 1 over r, bracket 1 plus r, this is done, so close bracket, so you have this. Okay, so now 1 over r minus the other, you will give you this 9.43. Now this 9.43 is for 1 pound. What is it going to be for 12 pounds? So just multiply it by this 12 and you get this 113.12. but do not forget, in the end you are going to get this 100, which is here inside 112. So that 100 needs to be discounted to bring it to today. So 100 is therefore discounted to bring to today, which is r, again 10%, and this 100 you're going to get after 30 years, so 30 is there, so you got this. So together these two gives you 118.85, which is exactly similar to what you see here. Okay, now again, it is not my intention for you to be doing all this. In fact, what you can do is ask computer to help you calculate the price of the bond. Okay, so if you do this here, equal price, open bracket, settlement date, which is the day, 2 days after the purchase agreement, and then maturity, and then yield, and then rate, yes, the coupon rate, then after the yield, then after redemption, say 100, and then frequency, how many times in a year the coupon is paid, just once. Okay, and then day count convention, one is actual, so number of days actual for that period is for every year is taken. Okay, so you now get the same answer, which is 118.8538. So 3 different ways, but you understand the logic behind, which is important. So thank you very much for watching this, and please do not forget to see my next video wherein I'm advancing the concept. Okay, thank you.